let me start the recording first. Okay, so good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about the regular expressions and the conversions to NFA. Okay, regular expression to NFA with epsilon and regular expression to NFA without epsilon. Okay, because once we can find out NFA from regular expression, we can have a method to convert that NFA into DFA and then we can automate. Okay, that's why we need to note regular expressions. Okay, last time I have told you about the minimization of DFA. There is one exception condition about minimization, so I'm going to take one problem of that after this regular expression again. Okay, so by that time I'll give you one homework for the minimization problem that you try on your own, so that if you are having any problems in that, when we solve the next problem of minimization, that time you will come to know about the difficulties if you are facing anything in minimization. Okay, so whenever I give you the homework, it is only one problem, that one or two problems, so at least one problem you should solve before my second lecture of minimization. Okay, today's lecture is about regular expression. In my next lecture I'm planning to have a regular expression to NFA, then NFA to DFA, and then minimization of DFA. Sometimes they ask in the exam about such long method for only 10 marks. Okay, a regular expression is given to you. Regular expression to NFA with epsilon conversion you have to do. Then NFA with epsilon to DFA, and then minimize that DFA. Such a long question is there, and it is asked for many times in the exam for 10 marks. Okay, so that's why I'm taking minimization again with respect to regular expressions, and it is a very important topic, so you try to complete the homework which I give you. Okay, and I'm expecting that you are all working very hard to prepare yourself for the next year placements, because this is your third year's work will give you will make you unable to prepare for the interviews and apply and you get the job. Okay, so this is a very important year where you have to participate in many competitions, many programs, or many challenges you should go on. You visit the website Gig for Gigs continuously. From Gig for Gigs you solve all data structures, algorithms, even TCS problems are also there in Gig for Gigs ka website pe. So if you want a dream placement, it is very important for you to be thorough with data structures and analysis of algorithms, and a particular language like Java and Python with respect to all these algorithms. And from the website you have to complete and do each and everything. That is a very good website also. Okay, and apply for challenges. This time I was you can talk to me via chat or unmuting yourself. Okay, this time when I was preparing the newsletter, you must have seen the newsletter. Okay, so I was preparing the newsletter during lockdown period. That time I saw that the newspaper, that newsletter for our department is full of all third year students, and no one was there from second year. So that's okay, because second year you're not able to participate, or you are not that capable to win the competitions. But in the third year you can win the competitions, because now the base is there and you have learned about the programming languages. Now it is your job that you have to participate in many and many competitions along with your studies. So each and every second of this third year is very important for you to develop. Okay, so you just keep on looking at multiple competitions, and then you go participate it. And now it is very, like, we can utilize this lockdown ka scenario where you have to just sit down at home and you have to participate. Okay, you don't have to run here and there, and you're saving your traveling time. Normally you take 1.5 hours or 2 hours of time to travel, and then it's difficult to attend the college and participate and study everything together. Okay, morning time you can attend the lectures, and so do the time management properly. And my Like I'm strongly telling you that utilize your each and every second. Okay. And so the next year newsletter may I should get multiple entries from your class, so that I'll be happy to post your photographs and your achievements in the newsletter. That is for the encouragement of the students. So so follow your seniors. They have done a very good job in third years. Participate in SIH competitions, hackathons. Plus there is one nowadays this entrepreneurship ke liye lots of schemes are there by government. We are having our IIC center in our college, Institute Innovation Cell, where you have to come up with a good idea with like which can be converted into a product. And then if your idea is too good, it will go to the national level. Okay, this year there are 3 4 5 teams we have applied for the final round of the idea competition. Okay, so whenever you're doing any mini project, you should select an idea, or you should select a project in such a way that it is something new and it can be converted into a product. And if your idea is really very good, then it will reach to the final round, and there are lots of support and guides, and people are there to help the students who are trying to build their own startup. Okay, so so try and for each and every mini project, you select the topic which is something innovative, which is not done or which is useful to the society. Someone is using your product. You're doing so many projects, but your projects are remaining in the pen drive. Okay, or we just see it, the code, and see the running, and it is in the pen drive. It should not be like that. At least in the journey of 4 years of your engineering, you should at least come up with one product, one something, a good program which is useful to someone. Okay, so start working in that direction. Okay, so today's agenda is about learning of this regular expressions. Okay, I think you can see this presentation. No, you cannot see. I'll have to present it. Okay, now you can see the presentation, it seems. So we are learning today about this regular expressions. Okay, regular expressions. This finite automata ka language. Finite automata is a machine. This machine has a particular language, and the name of the language is called as a regular language. Okay. Suppose I say you that you have to design a machine that accepts the strings from sigma is equal to 0, comma 1, and the strings ending with 0. So that means that all the strings which are ending with 0 are the part of this language. Okay. The set of strings which are ending with the symbol 0, all these words, they belong to this language. Okay, so you can relate this to the English language. In an English language there are multiple words. Okay, like that this machine has a language, and the language has a set of words. And the words, if I'm saying that my language contains all the words which are ending with 0, that means it is a set of words which are ending with 0. All these words belong to this particular language. And if it is a language, it has a grammar. So the grammar of this language is called as a regular grammar, and the grammar we can express using regular expressions. Okay, so I think you should have understood this. If there is any doubt, you ask me. Finite automata is a machine. This every machine has its own language, and the language has a particular grammar. The grammar is expressed or represented with the help of regular expressions. Okay, so we represent the language in the form of regular expression, and then we can draw the NFA and DFA for that. Okay, so we'll see the definition. We say that the language is regular if and only if it is accepted by finite automata. Okay, if the language is accepted, then only it is a regular language. If it is not accepted by FA, then it is not a regular language. Okay, because FA has some limitation. The power of FA is increased in push down machine. Again, the power of push down machine is increased in Turing machine. So the problems which can be solved by FA, they can be represented with the help of this language. So the So we can say that the language is regular if and only if it is accepted by finite automata. And it is constructed from three state operations. Okay, union, concatenation, and closure. Okay, so these are the capital R. Capital R is used to represent the set. Okay, I have another slide where I'm going to show you about the set also. So, what I'm saying here is that a set, if a set of words is a regular set, then uh, then if there is any regular set R1 and if there is any regular set R2 is already there, then the union of both the sets is also regular. Okay. So I'll just quickly revise. What I'm saying is that the language, if it is accepted by FA, is called as a regular language, and this regular language is constructed from three state operations. So if my R1 is a regular set, R2 is a regular set, then union of both the sets is also a regular set. This is a rule. If my R1 is a regular set and R2 is a regular set, concatenation of both the sets is a regular set. Or if my R is a regular set, then plus closure and star closure is a regular set. This is what with respect to regular set, the regular language. Okay, this is the definition of regular language. The language contains a set of words, and this set of words, this set is called as a regular set. Okay. See, this finite automata is a machine. That machine has a language called as regular language. That language has a grammar that is called as regular grammar. But how to write that grammar? It cannot be written in continuous English statements. So we write this grammar with the help of regular expressions. And we say that the language is regular if and only if it is accepted by FA. Okay. And the language contains a set of words. That set is called as a regular set. If R1 is a regular set, then union of both the sets is a regular set. If R1 and R2 are regular sets, then concatenation of both the sets is also a regular set. And if R is a regular set, then the plus closure and star closure is also regular set. This is about regular language. Okay, we are focusing on regular expression. And the set that is represented by regular expression is called as a regular set. That is the definition for regular set. And the expression that is used to represent this regular grammar is called as a regular expression. Okay, so we'll see what is regular expression. The definition of regular expression is also recursive, similar to regular language. So the first definition is that epsilon is a regular expression. Okay, so empty symbol, any empty symbol is a regular expression. Now you listen carefully about regular expression. I'm talking about the definition of regular expression. The epsilon symbol is a regular expression. Okay, first definition is that empty symbol is a regular expression. Okay, now the second definition is that any symbol from sigma, any symbol from sigma, sigma is your input alphabet or output alphabet, any symbol from sigma is a regular expression. So if I say sigma is equal to a comma b, both the symbols a and b are regular expressions. Okay, so now we have got three regular expressions. Epsilon is a regular expression, a is a regular expression, and b is a regular expression. Now I am saying in the third definition that if R1 and R2 are regular expressions, then R1 plus R2 is also a regular expression. Okay, so now I am saying that A and B are regular expressions. So if I am writing something as A plus B, that is also a regular expression. Okay, now remember here the important point that plus means or. Plus means or operation. If I'm saying A plus B, that means that I'm telling that the machine has either A or B. Machine may have a string such as either A or B. So if it is A, it is accepted. Or if it is B, it is accepted. The meaning of A plus B means that either A or B. So if it is A, then the machine will reach to the final state. If it is B, the machine will reach to the final state. So plus operation indicates that it is or either left hand side or right hand side. That is the valid word for the language. Okay. Any doubt in this? See, I'm going because it is something which I want to teach you properly. I'm going fast, but you are always welcome to interrupt me by unmuting yourself and asking me the doubts. Okay, I'm not able to see the chat window right now. Now, if I'm saying that R1 and R2 are regular expressions, The next definition is that if R1 and R2 are already regular expressions, then R1 dot R2 is also a regular expression. So here it is a dot operation or concatenation operation. So this dot operation indicates that it means and. R1 dot R2 means and means both are compulsory and in the same sequence. So here I can say that if A and B are regular expressions, A dot B is a regular expression. A dot B is a regular expression. That means A first and then B. So A, B is a valid string. Means both are needed. First R1, then R2. Now here I am taking R1 as A and R2 as B. That's why I am writing here A dot B. If my R1 is B and R2 is A, then my string will be BA. Okay. So what is the meaning is that R1 dot R2 means both compulsory in the same sequence is a regular expression. If R1 and R2 are regular expressions. Now the next definition is that if R1 is a regular expression, if R1 is a regular expression, then R1 closure is also a regular expression. So that means if A is a regular expression, A star is a regular expression. And what is meant by A star? That A can occur for 0 times, 1 time, or any number of times. And still the string is accepted. So the set of strings are epsilon, then 1A, then 2 times A, then 3 A's, 4 A's, 5 A's, hundred A's or 1000 A's, all are belonging to the language of R1 star. Okay. Then plus closure means that there is a little difference in star closure and plus closure. In case of star closure, the string can appear for 0 times. The string can appear for 0 times. But in case of R plus, the string cannot appear for 0 times. It should be there at least once. So if I say that A and B are regular expressions, A plus is also a regular expression. So A should be there at least once. Okay. So this is about the definition of regular expression. Let's have a quick recap. Your FA is a machine. That machine has a language that is called as a regular expression. Language is represented by a set of words. That set of words are called as regular set. The language has a grammar called as regular grammar. And how to write the grammar? We write the grammar with the help of regular expression. So we can say that the language is expressed using regular expressions. And how to express the language? By using this kind of definition of regular expressions. That epsilon is a regular expression. So epsilon can belong to a regular set, or a symbol from sigma is always a regular expression. So a comma b is also a regular expression. A plus b is a regular expression. A dot b means both compulsory is a regular expression. A star is a regular expression. A plus is a regular expression. Okay, so this is about the definition of regular expressions. Now we'll see actually how to draw the NFA for that. Okay. Now this Hopcroft Ullman is the first person who worked in this field, finite automata, and the first book that came into the market was his book. And the book is so much mathematical that it's very difficult to understand the book. And at multiple places, wherever any research about FA finite automata is there, everywhere there are some standard NFA conversions, NFA with epsilon conversions for the regular expression. Okay, like for the previous year, for each and every operation of a regular expression, there is a standard diagram of NFA with epsilon. So these are standards which are there everywhere on internet, anywhere, any research paper. If you see, there is a standard NFA with epsilon for every regular expression. So you need to remember that. You need to remember that, and you just have to draw it by following that. Okay, so it is a rule, and because epsilon symbols are there, and there are lots of epsilon symbols, and this is the standard diagram for that particular regular expression. So I'm going to tell you about the standard diagrams first, and then I will solve the problems. Okay. So first, regular expression is the empty set. Nothing is there. It is also epsilon symbol is also a regular expression. So it is the regular set is a empty set. Okay. For epsilon, the regular set is an empty set. The DFA for that is that initial state is equal to final state. That means it is this is the corresponding DFA diagram for epsilon symbol. If in your regular expression if there is epsilon, then this is the diagram DFA ka, because epsilon means nothing. So your initial state is the final state. Then NFA with epsilon is also same. Here we are not we don't need to show epsilon also, yeah, or we can show the epsilon here. So with epsilon, so this diagram is also simple. So any doubt in this? I think this is very simple. Epsilon empty symbol, for empty symbol there is initial state is equal to final state. Okay, empty set के लिए epsilon is also similar. Epsilon symbol अगर है तो for epsilon symbol your set will regular set will contain the epsilon symbol and the diagrams are same. So for empty set nothing is there. Initial state is final state. For epsilon also epsilon means nothing. So the same diagrams are there. Now we take a regular expression such as A. That my A is in sigma. So I say that A is my regular set. My set contains the word A. So to draw the diagram for A, NFA, that means A is a valid word. This regular set is a set of words of that regular language of the DFA or language of the NFA. This regular set, this column indicates the set of words which belongs to this particular language accepted by this DFA or NFA. Okay. Any doubt in this statement? Just now what I am saying is that any word in this regular set is a word that is accepted by this corresponding DFA and corresponding NFA. Okay. So if my regular expression, every A in epsilon, my one of the definition of regular expression is that every A in sigma is regular expression. So that means that A is a word which is a valid word. If A is a valid word, machine should go to the final state with A. In that case, the diagram will become like this. Like from the initial state Q0 with the symbol A, it will reach to the final state. This is a DFA. These DFA's diagrams are not standard. You can draw, the designer can draw as per his logic. Okay, so there can be multiple designs for multiple designers for same sets. But here it is a simple, so it is the same. But if it is a complicated regular expression, then you may have different types of diagrams as per your logic. But NFA with epsilon diagrams are standard. Okay, so my NFA with epsilon diagram for A will be the same. Like here it is simple because it is only a single symbol. Now the next one. Suppose I'm saying that the next definition is that if R1 and R2 are in regular expressions, then R1 plus R2 is regular expression. Sometimes R1 plus R2 is represented as R1 slash R1, R2. That means either R1 or R2. So if my sigma is equal to A comma B, I am saying that A plus B is a valid regular expression. This is the example. A plus B is a valid regular expression. B plus A is also a valid regular expression. Okay, so my set may contain, suppose the word A comma B, means either A or B, both belong to this regular set. Okay, so that is the union of R1 and R2. Okay, plus operation means union. That means either A or B is a valid word of this language. So in that case, the DFA will become like with either A it will go to the final state or with B it will go to the final state. So that we show here in the DFA diagram that with A it may go to Q1, with B it may go to Q1. This is the simple diagram without epsilon for DFA. DFA mein we don't use any epsilon symbols. Now take NFA with epsilon. So the standard diagram of NFA with epsilon for A plus B is this. Okay. So you need to remember always this is a standard diagram, okay, with epsilon symbols because extra epsilon symbols are added. So how to add that? Like in the initial state, there are either two paths. Either with A, machine will reach to the final state, or with B, it will reach to the final state. So if it is reaching with A, then it is epsilon, say it goes to Q1, then with A to Q3, then with epsilon it is reaching to final state. So machine will follow either this route to reach to the final state or either this another route. In the first route there is A, in the second route there is B, and these extra epsilons are added here. okay, which are not there in DFA. So if there is any question for regular expression to NFA with epsilon का diagram draw करने के लिए, you will have to remember A plus B का this is the diagram. Okay. So this is looking very simple, but your regular expression will be complicated one where you will have to utilize this logic. Okay, so keep in mind and like remember it, it's very easy to remember right now because it's a general knowledge kind of thing that either A or B and with epsilons are added. So remember this time. Then now the next one, next definition is about R1 dot R2 is also a regular expression. If R1 and R2 are regular expressions, then R1 dot R2 is also a regular expression. So the if A comma B is equal to sigma, then I'll say that A dot B so AB matlab A dot B is a word belonging to this regular set. I have told you in one of the lectures about the concatenation of two languages, L1 dot L2. Okay, so so that all that words will belong to this particular set. So one of the word is AB. So the concatenation means A and B both are compulsory. If there is any dot means compulsory and operation compulsory to reach to the final state. That means the DFA will be Q0. With A it will go to Q1, with B it will go to Q2. So both are necessary to reach to the final state. First process A, then B, and then only it will reach to the final state. Okay. So this is also very easy to remember or understand. Now we'll see NFA with epsilon. NFA with epsilon may the epsilons are added in the beginning and at the end. Okay, if it is a concatenation, then with epsilon it will go to a state, and then with A, then with B, then with epsilon it will reach to the final state. So A, B, both are compulsory, and two epsilons are added here. Okay, so for A dot B, remember this diagram. We have to use all these standard diagrams to draw the or to solve the questions. Okay, now the next definition of regular expression is that if R is a regular expression, then R plus R star is also a regular expression. So if I'm saying that A is a regular expression from sigma, A is a symbol from sigma, then A star is also a regular expression. So the regular set will contain the set of words such as epsilon, because if A is occurring for 0 times, then epsilon means nothing. This epsilon is a part of this regular set. If A is occurring for 1 time, the word is A. A is occurring for 2 times, 3 times. All these are valid words. After processing all these valid words, machine should reach to the final state. So here it can be represented as this diagram for DFA, that in Q0 is the initial state and it is also a final state. If A is occurring for 0 times, then this loop is not machine will not travel through this path. Okay, because in DFA we don't show epsilon, and without epsilon we try to interpret and it should work for epsilon also. So we don't show the transition, but for epsilon is nothing. So it is initial state is equal to final state. With 1 time A, machine will initially it will reach to Q0. For 1 time A, it will travel through this path for 1 time. So it will traverse the loop for 1 time and it will reach to the final state. If A is for 2 times, then this loop is traveled by the machine for 2 times. So like this, it will work fine. So this is the equivalent diagram of A star for DFA. Now for NFA with epsilon, it's a big diagram. Here multiple epsilons are added. So the standard diagram of NFA with epsilon for A star is with epsilon it will go to Q1, then with A for 1 time it will go to Q2, then with 1 epsilon it will go to Q3. So A is traveled once. Okay, so first we'll see if A is traveled only A is for 0 times, means for epsilon. So here there is a transition for epsilon. If A is not there, with this epsilon machine will reach to the final state. If A is there for 1 time, with epsilon it is going to A, Q1, then Q2, and then Q3 and final state. A is there for 2 times, then with epsilon it will go to Q1 with A, then epsilon state will come back, again A for second time, and then final state. Or A can be traveled for 3 times. So any number of times the loop is traveled here. and it is with respect to epsilon. So this is the standard diagram for A star. Whenever there is any star operation, you have to draw this diagram. Okay, and here I'm writing it here A as an example, but I can draw this diagram with respect to R. So here in this place there is R, it's a regular expression, and it can be anything. So the problem will become complicated when this R is again A plus B, or R is R plus, and then uska star closure. So like this it will change here. But I'm solving it for A star, so I'm writing here A. But I can write here as R, and where the meaning of R is that R is another regular expression. Okay, so this was about A star or R star. For R plus, the definition is if R is a regular expression, then R plus is also a regular expression. So if A is from sigma, A plus is a regular expression. So I'll draw the diagram for A plus. Now plus means at least once it should be there. So the state will contain at least one A. So epsilon is not there. And this is a regular set. So I'll draw the diagram for DFA that initial state at least one A is there. After that A can be there for any number of times. So this diagram is changed now. Okay, for DFA. And the similar kind of diagram for R plus is this where this particular transition is not there. Epsilon ka transition is not there. Otherwise the diagram is same. That with epsilon it is going to Q1, then A to Q2, then epsilon, and then if it is to be traveled, it will be for many number of times. So this is for R plus. Okay. So I think there is no doubt in this. You need to remember all these diagrams to solve the questions. Okay, so we'll take the questions. Okay, in the chat window, you can reply me. Have you understood the definition of this regular expressions? Okay. So now you have to solve the problem. We are going to solve the problems now. I'll just take the attendance. Okay. So now we'll solve the problems. Now my problem is, first problem is that I have to draw NFA with epsilon for A dot A plus B star. Understand the problem. I have to draw NFA with epsilon for A dot A plus B star. So what I'll do is that I'll observe this regular expression. See that there is something A plus B is the inside regular expression. Uska star and uska concatenation with A. So I'll start drawing the diagram for A plus B first. Okay, I cannot draw the entire diagram immediately. I have to draw it in steps. So first I'll select A plus B because it is at the higher priority. So first I'll solve for A plus B. So A plus B ka NFA with epsilon diagram is this, either A or B. Okay, so I'm not taking initial state as Q0 right now. I have started from the number 1. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 states are there. Either A or B ka diagram is done. Okay, done. Now this is not a complete diagram. Uska star closure karna hai. Okay, so uska star closure ke liye I will add the star closure ka diagram. Okay, now assume this is the inner regular expression that Q1 to Q6 is, you forget about this right now. Uska mujhe star closure chahiye. So what I'll do is that with epsilon it is reaching to this. Then okay, if this is occurring for 0 times, if this inner state A plus B is occurring for 0 times, with epsilon it will go from Q7 to Q8. Okay, so this has occurred for 0 times. If it has to be occurred for 1 time, with epsilon it will reach to Q1, then either A, and with epsilon it will go to the final state, this state, or it will follow the another route, either B, and it will reach to the final state. Or if it is to be occurred for 2-3 times, then with epsilon it will go to Q1, then with A, then it will again come back, then B, then again come back, then A. Like this, the loop can be traveled for any number of times. Because either A or B can be repeated for any number of times. This entire thing can be repeated for any number of times. So what are the strings that are belonging to this particular regular expression? A, epsilon, then only A, only B, 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 A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, any combination of B's, A, B's. These are the valid strings. Okay, so this is for A plus B star. Now, my question is A dot A plus B star means A is compulsory. After that, both the things are compulsory. Dot ka left hand side and dot ka right hand side. So A is compulsory and A plus B star is compulsory after that. Okay, so this part is the right hand side part. I have to add the left hand side part to this. So what I'll do is that I will add here. This was my diagram Q7 to Q9 in the previous slide. Okay, Q7 to Q8 है यहाँ पे. I think I've changed the numbers only in the second slide. So this is Q8 and this is Q9 actually. Okay, so this was my right hand side and now I've added A to the left hand side with epsilon, because in A dot L1 dot L2 or A dot B ka diagram mein we add epsilon here, then A, then B, and then epsilon, and then N. So this is actually that standard diagram ka B part and this is the A part. R1, this is R1 and this is R2. Okay. So this is a complete diagram. Now, so what is asked in the exam is that they will ask you to draw they will give you the regular expression. They will ask you to draw NFA with epsilon. They will ask you to find out DFA and then they will ask you to minimize the DFA. This is also asked for one or two, many times in the exam, and that is only for 10 marks. So many things to be done for one problem for 10 marks is also asked, or they ask dedicatedly. If it is a big question, then they ask dedicatedly that NFA with epsilon to NFA or NFA with epsilon to DFA conversions, like that. But such question is also asked if it is a small question. Matlab, you can solve it in 15 minutes or 20 minutes type problem. Okay, so now this is with so many epsilon. So what I'm trying to do in today's lecture is that I'm trying to draw the NFA without epsilon diagrams also, or NFA with less number of epsilon. This is a standard diagram. But sometimes, so you can draw the same diagram in some different manner with less number of epsilons. So that also I'm doing with the same problem. Okay. So what I'm drawing another NFA, which is also correct, but it is not a standard diagram. Whenever the dedicated question is there, you have to draw the standard diagram. So what will be the NFA for A dot A plus B star? We can draw the same diagram in the another way, that Q with Q0 with A, it will go to Q1 because A or this is star. So minimum length string is A. Minimum length string is A. So with A it will reach to final state. After that either A or B for any number of times. So after that either A or B any number of times. Okay, so this is also a diagram of NFA without epsilon. Okay, so if the question is draw NFA with epsilon, you can draw this, and if there is a question regular expression to NFA, you can draw this also. Anything you can do. Have you understood? In the paper, you may be asked that for a given regular expression, draw NFA with epsilon with standard diagram. So this will be the diagram, and it will come for, if it is only drawing the diagram, it will come for 3, 4, 5 marks ke liye. There can be a question to draw NFA from the regular expression. So if it is not mentioned that with epsilon, then you can draw this diagram also. This is also correct answer, and this is also correct answer. If they mention with epsilon, you have to draw with epsilon. If they don't mention NFA with epsilon, you can draw this diagram also. So how I have drawn this diagram, that with A it will reach to final state. After that anything can be there, either A or B for any number of times. Okay, so it is accepting all the strings. A, then A, B, A, B, A, B, A. After A, any combination of A's and B's are allowed. So A plus B bracket star means any combination of A's and B's. Okay, so now let's solve the second question. If you are able to draw, my suggestion, if you have understood, my suggestion is that you start drawing the diagram as soon as you see the problem and you verify the answer. Okay, so now the second question is B plus BA star. B plus BA star. So what I'll do is that for this either B or BA star. So this is a little complicated. So I'll first selecting A star to draw. So A star के लिए I'm drawing NFA with epsilon. That with epsilon for 0 times A, 1 time A, many number of times A. So A star का diagram draw किया. Now before that BA star. So B compulsory. So I have to draw the diagram for BA star. So I'll add BA star here. B. So epsilon is added here. B is added here. Now we have to add epsilon here to the final state. You can add there finals. Then B plus. So what I'm doing is that either B. This is a diagram for BA star. Then I'm taking either B to reach to the final state or BA star. So this I can show in the previous BA star mein. This link I have to show in the previous BA star ka diagram also. Or I have added it here in the animation. That's why it's looking after. Okay, so have you understood this? Either B or with epsilon it is added, no? In the this is A plus B ka diagram, hai na? A plus B ka diagram. So this is my A part, means R1 part and R2 part. This is R1 and R2, R1 plus R2. So this is R1 ka diagram and this is R2 ka diagram. And here with epsilon it is with epsilon, then with B A star ka diagram. So this A, so you start drawing like this: A star, then add B, and then either R1 or R2. This is a complete diagram. Now, if without epsilon I have to draw NFA, then how will I draw? Either B or BA star. So I'll say that I'll draw this way. That initial state either B, it will reach to the final state. Only B is a valid word. So with B, it will reach to the final state. After that, 1B is compulsory. After that, A can be there for any number of times. So the same state I can use, that 1B is compulsory and after that any number of A's. So this will be the equivalent LFI without epsilon. Okay. So now still 10 minutes are there. So we can take some problems. One more problem. 0 plus 1 star 0 1. Okay. Draw 0 plus 1 star 0 1. So I am selecting 0. Okay, so 0 or 1 star 0 1. This is NFA without epsilon. Okay, so now I think I have taught you about NFA with epsilon. I'm not taking now the same problems. I'll give you one or two homework problems for NFA with epsilon drawing. You do that at home, and in case of any doubts, you ask me. Now I've taught you about regular expression to NFA with epsilon. Okay, so in remaining problems, I'm not taking the same thing. Is it okay? Are you understanding? Are you comfortable drawing regular expression to NFA without epsilon, with epsilon? So in the remaining slides, now I'm taking only some problems for regular expression to NFA without epsilon. Okay, so this is you interpret it like this: either 0 or 1 string. So either 0 or 1 string. Then with 0 and 1, it will go to the final state because both are compulsory. 0, 1 is compulsory. This can occur for 0 times. If it is occurring for 0 times with 0, 1, it will reach to the final state. 0, 1 is a minimum string, minimum length string. And this can be there for any number of times. Okay, so this is done. Now we'll take the second problem. Draw NFA for this either 0 or 1 string concatenated with 0, uska plus closure means this should occur at least once. So 0 should be there at least once. After that, this is optional. So with 0, it is reaching to the final state. Initial state will not be in the final state in this case. After that, 0 or 1 can be there for any number of times. So 0 and 1 can be there for any number of times. This is the answer. So you have to take out the valid strings for this particular regular expression, and you have to verify your answer that for every valid string it should reach to the final state. Okay. Now we'll go to the we'll see the next problem. That is a plus b star dot b dot a plus bb. Okay. So here there are three terms. This is optional like 0 times. Then this is compulsory 1b. So minimum length string is ba or b triple b. Both the strings are there. ba and triple b are valid strings. So what I'll do is that I'll draw the diagram for a plus b string, either a or b, repeated for any number of times. Then with ba, it will reach to the final state, and then this with this b, it is in q1. After that, double b can be there for to reach to the final state. So for double b, b and b, it will reach to the final state. Okay. So this is easy actually. Drawing the diagram is easy, but you need practice for this. Okay, so let's see some other problem. Okay, now I modify this problem, and I'm saying that a plus b star dot b dot a plus bb star. So this is repeated for any number of times. Here it was occurring only once. A and bb was occurring once. But if it is to be occurring for any number of times, then the diagram will change. So minimum length string is only b. So I'll say that q0 with b, it will reach to the final state. And a and b can be there for any number of times. With b, it will reach to the final state. After that, a and a, either a or bb for any number of times. So either a any number of times is a loop of a, and double b any number of times, b and b any number of times is the loop bb. So it can be 1b and then double b for any number of times, or 1b a number any number of times, or combination of either a or bb for any number of times is possible. So draw it and verify it, then only you can say that your answer is correct. Okay, so let's see some one or two more problems. The 0 or 1 string, then 0 0, either 0 0 or 1 1. So with either 0 0 or 1 1, machine will reach to the final state. So for the left hand side part, I'll say that q0 may with 0 and with 1, it is loop either 0 0, it will go to the final state, or with 1 1, it will go to the final state, then either 0 either 1. So this is done. Now I'm drawing with epsilon wala diagram. Okay. Now such kind of some of these problems are difficult to draw without epsilon. So they are very easy to draw with epsilon symbols. So this particular problem may I can use epsilon symbol to draw it easily. If there is any confusion, we can draw it with epsilon only. So q with epsilon it will go to q1 with either 0 either 1. Then with epsilon it will go to the this this particular term, and then it is in the q2, then either 0 0 or 1 1, because that is only for one time, and then with epsilon, and then either 0 or either 1. So this is also a diagram uh, for this regular expression with epsilon symbols. Okay, so if so what I suggest is that in the exam, if such kind of expression is given to you and you have been asked to draw NFA with epsilon, then DFA, and then minimize such a big question for 10 marks, then you can use such kind of epsilon wala diagram also, where you try to minimize epsilon symbols. and then convert it to DFA. Okay, so your final answer should be the correct one. We will take one more problem. 0, 1 string, either 0 or 1 string, then 1 or 0, 1. So minimum strings are either 1 or 0, 1. It should reach to the final step. So in the state Q0, 0, 1, 0, 1 can be repeated for any number of times. So 0 with epsilon. So here I am using epsilon symbols to draw it because it is easy to draw with epsilon. So with epsilon I'm saying it is going to Q1. Then here 0, 1 ka loop is there. Then with epsilon it is going to the second term. Then here either 0 or 1 for any number of times. Then with 1 it will reach to the final state, or with 0, 1 it will reach to the final state. Or I can have epsilon and a state and it is going to final state. So like this you can draw the diagram. This is also a correct diagram. You can draw in another way here by adding some epsilon or removing some epsilon. Then 0, 1 or 0 string. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 for any number of times. Only 0 for any number of times. So this is 0, 1 or 0 string. Then with 0, 0 reaching to the final state. So with 0, 0 in Q3 or 1. So either 1 or 0, 0 and it's the final state. So 0 string or 0, 1 plus 0 string. So both of the left hand side and right hand side both are optional. So initial state is equal to final state it should be if I'm drawing without epsilon. But I'm drawing with epsilon, so I'll say that either this route is followed or the for left hand side route is followed. So either 0 string and then final state, or the right hand side path is followed. So in the right hand side path I'm writing another string with epsilon in Q3, either 0, 1 or 0, and with epsilon it is reaching to the final. This is also correct answer. Okay. So so we have done enough problems. We have done enough problems about regular expression to NFA. So do you have any doubts in this? Today we have learned about what is meant by regular expression and how to draw NFA with epsilon using regular expressions. Okay. So the time is also over. Solve your homework problems at home. So see you on Friday. Anything that you want to talk to me or you want to ask me?